Hey, everybody, and welcome to Retro Adventure Wednesday. It's me, your old pal Jess, and I am back tonight with one of my all-time favorites. I'm back with more Dagger of Amon Ra. This is going to be part 2 of our playthrough. We made it through Act 1 and just the beginning of Act 2 last time. We haven't discovered any grisly murders yet. I think that'll come later in this stream. But we have made it into the Leyendecker Museum with intrepid reporter / mystery solver Laura Bow, who is on her way to a very exciting series of events lying ahead as we investigate the missing Dagger of Amon Ra, the titular Dagger of Amon Ra. I hope everyone's well. Hope you're having a good Retro Adventure Wednesday out there. I certainly am. I'm very glad to be back with this game that I love so dearly. Just a game that I haven't played in years and years, but holds a special place in my heart. So it's good to see everybody out there. Clill, Paul, there's Farming DM, Sha Mothboy. Good to see everybody. Thanks to everybody who's out there watching. If you're watching later on YouTube, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe or even become a channel member if you'd like early access to VODs. But enough of that. I think it's time just to jump back in and see what kind of trouble we can get into here in the Leyendecker Museum. Let's see. Can I load directly from here? Beautiful. So last time around, we met all these people at the party. We sort of interrogated everybody. We got to know all of our suspects. And that took up like the better part of 45 minutes as we clicked on every
semi-happy partygoer.
As we clicked on everything in our notebook. Man, I can relate to semi-happy partygoer.
It's a semi-happy partygoer.
I don't think I've ever been above semi-happy at any party I've ever attended.
It's a semi-happy partygoer.
That feels about right. Let's see here. Am I correct that the gift shop's over this way? Yes, gift shoppy. Uh-oh.
You see a short, elderly woman dressed flamboyantly, and you suspect expensively, and sporting a grotesque amount of makeup.
Wow.
In fact, when she speaks, you notice small flecks of base coat chipping off of her jowls and tumbling onto her furred collar.
That's a little mean. I'm sorry, I'm blown away by the fact that, I mean, I think I knew this at some point, but I lost track of it. But the fact that Leslie Balfour voices Laura, the narrator, and Yvette in this game is such an impressive collection of performances.
Hi, I'm Laura Bow, and I'm covering this event for the Tribune Society news column.
Good evening, Miss Bow. I'm the Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carleton. Please be sure to spell my name right in your story.
Am I supposed to just read it from the dialogue box? Okay, let's ask her about Ding Dong Everything.
Do you know much about Egyptology, Countess?
Egyptology?
Only a little, dear girl. I find it quite diverting.
I wish the interface for these conversations was a little smoother, but they would figure that out by Gabriel Knight in a couple of years.
What do you make of the theft of the Dagger of Amon Ra, Countess?
Dagger.
Oh, it's horrid. Simply horrid. What sort of creature would make off with a priceless work of art, I wonder?
Maybe you?
Do you have any ideas about who it might have been?
Oh, my, no! I try not to associate with dreadful people, dear girl.
Okay. What do you think about this cool water glass I got from the next room? Let's ask about Leyendecker.
I think the Leyendecker is simply divine, don't you?
Okay, now the serious part. Let's ask about the Countess water closet.
Why, that's me, silly child. Countess Lavinia Waldorf Carleton.
I was hoping you'd tell me a little more about yourself. Tell me about Steve Dorian.
A lovely boy. He has such charming manners, and he's so handsome,
Such a deep voice. Sonorous. Do, 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 do.
He's a darling little man, just darling.
Well, the Countess has nothing for us. Give me that good stuff. Act like I'm the B-52s and give me some of that good stuff. Hey, Matt, thank you so much for the resub. I do declare.
Oh, Mr. Heimlich is simply dreadful. I think his tiny taste of authority has gone to his little head. Don't you, Miss Bow?
His little head? All right, if you say so. I don't know how I'm going to ask him about that given this interface, but we'll try. Let's see, I bet she has a fun opinion on Yvette.
I am not interested in discussing that little trollop.
Yeah, sounds about right. This game has some really fun voice acting. I think by Sierra's standards at this point, this is one of their better efforts.
My, she is unusual, isn't she, dear girl? I can't stand that horrid ferret of hers. I'm sure it hates me.
I know that technically everyone has an accent, but I like that everyone in this game has like an accent, like an italicized accent. Like it's not just a little bit of an accent. Everybody is doing an accent, which that's fun.
He seems a perfectly dreadful little fellow. Let's not discuss him.
That's right, Clell. Do you know my dad? Do you know my dad?
I do enjoy a bit of crodfoller with my tea.
What is crodfoller? Is crodfoller a thing? I just thought it was a nonsense name. What's crodfoller?
Well, to tell you the truth, dear girl, I find him to be a crude, uncultured ruffian.
Thank you for bringing in your Tuesday, but it's no good here, Kevin. We only accept Wednesdays.
Dr. Carrington, what about him?
Woden's
I know very
Day.
little about the man.
Now that's odd. I could have sworn Mr. Dorian said that you met Dr. Carrington in a taxi when he arrived on the Andrea Doria.
Yes, so what if I did? I mean, yes,
Objection!
that night. Our families are, old allies from the time of the War with Roses. I felt obliged to meet him upon his arrival. Noblesse oblige, you understand.
We have a noblesse oblige joke in StairQuest on the character select screen, and I've watched so many people stream it with no idea what that might be, and just watching it perplex them always upsets me so badly.
Ah, truly a man of great ambition and integrity,
Okay, I think we've asked her all there's to ask her.
It's a fanatically happy partygoer.
Oh, fanatically happy.
It's a fanatic.
Both of them?
It's a fanat. It's a fan.
I'm a phonetically happy party goer.
It's
Like,
a fanat.
let's go into the gift shoppy. Oh, listen to that door opening sound. That's a classic. You gotta love it.
It's a replica of the famous bust of Nefertiti. You've always wondered if the paint wore off, or if the queen really had white eyes.
Hey, Drew Stu, good to see you. Yeah, I'm going to do terribly at this game. I'm trying not to peek at a walkthrough too much, which means I'm going to miss like 75% of what's going on in this game. I hope nobody's playing this or watching this hoping for a perfect playthrough. It's not going to happen. Hey there, welcome in, Bust. Yes.
These appear to be copies of ancient Egyptian artifacts. They seem to be nicely crafted. This is the counter where the counter counts the money.
It's the counter where the counter counts the money is a fun bit. Okay, let's see here.
It looks just like the Dagger of Amon Ra. Isn't it beautiful?
Introducing replicas of the stolen item into the game is a fun detail.
The dagger shows up. The dagger. It looks.
Uh-oh, time has passed. We advanced time. Oh no, beans. Wait, I don't think I did that right. I'm supposed to see if the others are fakes first. That's I think I picked a good one to start. That's wrong. Let's try this again. Yeah, made in Pittsburgh.
The dagger shows Pittsburgh's high degree of craftsmanship.
Pittsburgh. Okay, so
You can't touch the dagger. You can't.
now we know. Why would the real one be in the gift shop? No better place to stash it. Hey, Curious/A. Yeah, I didn't remember.
It looks just like the Dagger of Amon Ra.
Which one was which. I got lucky and or unlucky, depending on how you think about it. But now we've seen the ones from Pittsburgh. Hello there, Heimlich.
Fräulein, this gift shop is closed. You should not be here.
This gift shop.
Oh, I'm sorry. The door was unlocked.
Unlocked? My assistant will be disciplined harshly for this mistake.
Wow.
Please rejoin the party now. I will be forced to injure you.
Pardon? Well, now I'm an unenthusiastic party goer. I've been coerced. Okay. Kicked out. Denied.
It's a fanatically happy... As you study everything in this room, you feel like you're being
This is fun.
watched. Then you realize that the enormous eyes of Ramses II seem to be scrutinizing your every movement.
We've all been scrutinized by the enormous eyes of Ramses II. We know how that feels. Oh. I thought I'd gone to eavesdropping mode.
A severe, conservative, middle-aged woman with an intelligent look in her eye.
Wow. Evocative.
It's a happy party-goer. It's a happy... Upon close inspection, you see a rotund, ruddy-complexioned man in a fez. Despite his bulk, he moves with dignity and grace.
I'm trying to remember, Drew Stu. Is this one that you can't get max score on? Is this one of those weird
You see
broken
tall
Sierra games?
Irish-
I watched one Short Eye's first video on it, but it's been so long ago. I've forgotten some of the things that were uncovered there.
Since you're an expert on the subject, what can you tell me about Egyptology?
The study of ancient Egyptian history is of the greatest significance. Many of our modern religious customs originated in the ancient world. The time of the great pharaohs and of the great Egyptian gods was the peak of human civilization.
Wow.
Our modern society is a mere shadow of its former glory when compared to the pinnacle of human development reached by the ancient
I don't know. They
Egyptians.
didn't have
They knew the
K-pop.
truth, and the truth was Amon Ra. He led Egypt to world domination.
Aren't you exaggerating just a teensy bit?
I would not expect you to understand. You are not an Egyptian, and you are a woman.
Wow. Wow.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
I grow tired of this topic. Speak of something else if you wish to continue our conversation.
And no Overwatch? Who wants to live like that? What do you know about the
Have
burglary?
you heard anything about the burglary?
No?
Do you have any idea who would want to steal the Dagger of Amon Ra?
It has already been stolen once.
Ah,
from
there we go.
Egypt.
Yeah.
I can see I won't get anywhere with you on this topic.
Enough of your neo-colonialism. You seen this cool water glass? What can you tell me about the Lion Decker?
This could be a fine museum if the management would return its stolen Egyptian artifacts to their proper home.
There hasn't been a soda machine yet. It's one of the few drawbacks of this game. There aren't many soda machines in Sierra games, sadly. What do you know about the Countess Water
I
Closet?
have only met her briefly, but she seems to have a sincere concern about my problems. A charming woman.
Positively disposed toward the Countess Water Closet. How do you feel about Steve Dorian?
Do you know Steve Dorian? He works at the docks.
I don't associate with common dock workers, madam.
Wow. Do 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 do.
Ramses I was pharaoh during the
Mm-hmm.
dynasty.
Yes,
Ramses
yes.
II was responsible for gargantuan construction projects, which left
Actually, I was referring to...
Nigeria's...
Are you
No. I mean, yes. English is such a difficult language.
Contradiction. What do you know about Wolf Heimlich?
Heimlich is that annoying guard who works here. His fanatical devotion to his occupation is admirable, but he seemed lacking in his mental capacities.
Wow. It's a rude thing to say about somebody. A lot of rude characters in this game. You know, I don't just sit by idly and tolerate rudeness.
Girl. I keep asking her if she'd like to be my second wife. She is so very feminine and seductive and charming and attractive and...
Okay. I get the idea.
You should try to be more like Yvette.
Woo.
Men would like you more that way.
Men like me just fine the way I am.
Do they
That's
though?
what you think.
Yeah, I mean,
I
he's
find
very
you
skeptical.
quite annoying.
I love Laura Bow. Easily one of my favorite Sierra protagonists, but she doesn't seem to be making a lot of friends here at the Lion Decker.
Dr. Miklos is very well educated for a woman. I would like her more if she were an Egyptian.
Perhaps she could walk like one. What do you know about Ziggy?
Never heard of it.
Should have built in y'all are too rude ending. Yeah, it's like, you know what? This story isn't worth it. Who cares about some dumb dagger?
I still have some trouble with your language.
I don't know why I asked about Crodfaller. I don't know why I thought that was going to elicit a response.
I believe he's investigating the burglary of the
Ooh.
Dagger of Amon Ra. Perhaps, if he'd stopped drinking, he might have a chance at finding it.
I can never keep Archibald Carrington and Pippin Carter straight in my
I
head.
had hoped that Dr. Carrington would listen to reason. I had made another appointment to speak with him about the return of the Dagger of Amon Ra to its rightful home, but this seems futile since it is no longer in the museum.
Another appointment? You spoke to Dr. Carrington once already?
Only by phone. He denied Egypt's claim to the dagger. It was hoped that a personal visit would convince him of our sincerity, but the situation has changed since then. You dare to mention his
Whoa.
name to me?
Oh no.
He is the blasphemous temple destroyer and tomb robber who stole the
Tomb
dagger
Raider.
of Amon Ra from Egypt. He will know the full force of the curse of the pharaohs.
The curse of the pharaohs. What's that?
The defilers of the great Egyptian tombs and temples will all die as a result of their crimes. The gods themselves will punish them. The great Amon Ra will snuff out Pippin Carter's life as easily as I can crush a dung beetle under my shoe.
How will this happen?
Amon Ra works in mysterious ways. You will have to wait and see.
It's funny you mentioned that, Drew. Crimson Diamond, I believe, is going to be the next game I stream after this one.
You already asked me that you should
Wow.
be female.
I was going to say, you know, he talked about how feminine and attractive Yvette was. And, you know, last time around when I streamed this, we had that great scene in the speakeasy where you walk in and you get to hear the performance of I Want to Marry an Archaeologist, which is, for me, one of the real highlights of this game. I think it's just a nice piece of multimedia in a Sierra game when that wasn't the sort of thing that was included terribly frequently. And I mentioned last time around that about 14 years ago or so. I actually did a lip sync performance of that song at an event while dressed in drag as Cleopatra. Or as my drag name for the evening was, I was Cleo Denial. And a lot of people ask if there were photos of this last time around. And there are. So I thought, why not, in a moment of potential embarrassment that none of us will ever be able to unsee. Hey, Expert Casual, good to see you. Thank you so much for the resub. Here is me 14 years ago in drag as my character Cleo Denial, who got up in front of a fairly large audience to lip sync I Want to Marry an Archaeologist. Let's see if this works. There it is. If you've ever wondered what I would look like in drag as Cleopatra, there's your evidence of what we're talking about here. There we go. What a photo, right? That's all you need to know about that evening. And then just imagine me doing like a little Betty Boop style dance as I performed I Want to Marry an Archaeologist. But yeah, this is how deep my love of Dagger of Amon Ra goes. Thank you, Shine Moth Boy. Is there Grayson, is there a Mr. Cleopatra? Is actually a very historically significant question. It's funny, you should ask that. But yeah, there it is. That's me as Cleo Denial, my lone drag experience. So yeah, there it is. Thank you. I guess. Wow, we got a sexy gram from Matt P. Thank you. So like I said, y'all can never unsee that now. That's just part of our lives.
You're an expert in Egyptology, aren't you, Dr. Miklos?
Well, yes, I suppose I am. I have been fascinated with the ancient Egyptians since I was a tiny girl. They loved death like you Americans love baseball.
So kinda? Or they used to care more about it back in the day than they do now?
Dr. Miklos, do you have any idea who would want to steal the Dagger of Amon Ra?
Very funny. Everybody, silly girl. It's a priceless artifact. Not only that, but it is said that the blade is an unknown alloy that can slice through bone like butter.
Whoa, thank you, Farming DM, for the gift subs. That's amazing.
I suppose
Thank
that
you so
was
much.
a silly question after all. Let me rephrase that.
It's incredibly generous.
Do you know of anyone with any particular motive?
Well, Tut Smith and Ramesses Najir both wanted it very badly to return it to their homeland. But they are both so upset, it hardly seems possible that they could have done it. Then again, perhaps they are just fine actors.
Thank you, Farming DM. I appreciate it. Very generous. Okay, what do we think about the Lion Decker Museum?
The Lion Decker is my home now. I never want to leave it. Its musty hallways and creeping shadows are in my very blood. Can you imagine spending an entire lifetime drifting through the land of the dead? That opportunity is mine, and I treasure it.
This performance is giving I'm going to turn into a snake in the third act energy. What do you think about the Countess WC?
I trust that one. She screamed
That's right,
when she
Enjoy
saw
Bees.
my beautiful dried rat exhibit and cried out like a baby when my ferret Daisy bit her ankle. Foolish woman.
Hey, Ivy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well this evening. What do you know about Steve Dorian?
Ah, the young stevedore, Steve Dorian? He is a charming young fellow. I
Charming.
imagine he has some wonderful scars from working on the docks.
I'm getting a little, oh gosh, I'm getting a little Yzma here. It's a great performance.
Mr. Najir is a very quiet one, isn't he? And so polite. Sometimes I wonder about him, though. I see a certain light in his eyes, like Daisy's, when she's about to kill a spider.
Kill a
I think I
spider.
like Mr. Najir.
Steve Dorian is the Steve Dor is a pretty bad cover. Oh my goodness, Clill, thank you so much. 1,000 bits. That's a lot of bits. That's hype training us. We're shooting through the hype train stratosphere like a train flying through the air. Some sort of elevated train. Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, there's definitely some Eartha Kitt going on in there. Yeah, it's very Yzma coded.
He has
Gosh,
some
level
lovely
3. Thank
scars,
you,
doesn't
Clill.
he?
Thank you, everybody.
Just between us girls, I think he's dreamy.
Just between us Goyles. Just between us squirrel friends.
I find Yvette to be a charming young lady. Some people around here don't appreciate her zest for life, but I find her quite refreshing.
Finally, someone who can appreciate Yvette.
Me? How sweet of you to ask about me, my
Simple
dear.
woman.
Well, I consider myself a simple woman. Just an echoing medium, a few
sorry.
hundred dead things, and a ferret for company. And I could be happy for the rest of my life.
Fella could have himself a hell of a weekend with Vegas and all that.
Companionship from time to time. That
Oh my
is.
gosh. Just a ferret for companionship, as they say. Do 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 loomp. Nothing on earth like a genuine, bona fide, electrified 6-car monorail. What'd I say?
An odd little fellow, that one. He reminds me of one of the specimens in my dried rat collection.
Yeah, I agree, Matt. I think that this had to be something where they realized for Gabriel Knight, if it's going to be driven by a lot of interviews like this, we've got to get a smoother interface.
Ah, yes. Detective O'Reilly. I can't say that I'm overly fond of that one. He has little respect for the wonderful things in the museum, and he is too firmly rooted in his life. I do not believe that he likes the dead at all. Can you imagine?
Do, 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 do.
Dr. Carrington is a quiet one. I don't see him very often. I'm certain, however, that he must have a poetic soul.
What makes you say that, Dr.
Yeah, what does
Bequest?
make you say that?
I have seen him walking amongst the dead in the Egyptian exhibit late at night. I cannot blame him. It's better than moonlight on headstones.
Ah. So yeah, she's like a vampire Eartha Kitt. Ah. Oops. Do, 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 do.
Dr. Carter is an odd one, if you ask me. He
Mhm.
is so very interested in gaining personal glory.
That's why people go into
He
archaeology.
doesn't seem to fully understand the beauty of what he has discovered. Why, the Amon Ra artifacts are a symphony, a tribute to the wonders of death. Ah.
I mean, I don't know if anyone here has ever taken like an anthropology or an archaeology course in college or anything, but one of the first things they'll teach you is there are two kinds of archaeologists, good ones and evil ones. And it's important early in your career to decide which one you're going to be. Are you going to be a Belloc or are you going to be an Indiana Jones? I mean, both of them are stealing artifacts from developing countries to take home to display in their own Western countries. So in that sense, none of them are great, but some are more evil than others. And you really have to decide what kind of archaeology you want to practice, good archaeology or evil archaeology, with the caveat that neither one is completely on the up and up ethically. Vampirtha Kit. That's who we're dealing with here. Avi, that is absolutely correct. We're dealing with Vampirtha Kit. This sounds like every profession in the world. Now, this is true. I think that the same could be said of a lot of professions, that they're good and evil branches of them.
Do you know anything about Egyptology, Detective O'Reilly?
Enough to know it's a bloody waste of time. Sifting through all those old bones and rotting tombs. Better to let the dead rest, don't you know? If you ask me, missy, they're blowing the whole thing out of proportion.
Phantomagora.
You'd think that something important had been stolen.
You don't consider a priceless Egyptian artifact to be important?
Listen, girlie, if I chased down every petty theft that occurred within the nastier segments of the population,
Look at
I'd
this
be
guy's
working
face.
30 hours a day.
He's like Rip Taylor.
I would hardly call the
on
lines at the
Botox.
museum a nasty segment of the population, Mr. O'Reilly. And if you're referring to our Egyptian visitors, shame on you. And don't call me girly.
By me father's whiskers, you're a fiery one, Miss Laura. All right, I won't call you girly, little lassie.
Hey, thank you all so much for the hype train. Thank you for the generous gift subs, the bits, everything. Y'all are the best. I appreciate it. Too kind. Choo-choo indeed. What do you think about the line, Decker, my man?
It's all right if you like that sort of thing. I think it's a waste of time myself. I'd rather be down at the pub knocking one back with me buddies.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Interesting bit of character flavor here. What can you tell me about the police station where you work?
New York's police force truly is the finest in the world, and don't you forget it, lassie.
Okay, what can you tell me about everyone in this game?
I'm a busy...
Oh, wait, I did the wrong button. Okay, let me actually pay attention to what I'm doing. Lock in, Jess. Lock in. Tell me about the Countess.
Now there's a slippery old bat. If she's royalty, then I'm Rudolph Valentino.
You're Rudolph Valentino?
He seems nice enough, but I wouldn't trust anyone who works on the docks. They're pretty rough company for a wee lass like you.
Wow, no class solidarity from this officer of the law. Hard to believe, but true.
I don't like that wee fella. Think he's light in his loafers, don't you know?
Wow. Little judgy.
He's not much of a security guard, if you're asking me. How could I trust a man who allowed a thief to waltz right in here and steal one of the exhibits if he didn't do it himself? He hasn't even got an alibi for the night of the burglary, since he was here alone.
What do you think about Yvette?
Now there's a lovely girl. A real lady, don't you know?
Boy, this phase of the game could use a little breaking up between all of the conversations.
That woman is downright unnatural, Miss Laura. I'd stay away from her if I were you. She keeps asking me if I've got any scars, don't you know?
Ooh, Vampirtha Kit? I don't think so. With sewer maze help. Yeah, break up the conversations with just a quick sewer maze.
That man is a human weasel. Stay away from him, lassie.
A human weasel? What would that even look like?
Why, that's me, silly girl. Detective Ryan Hanrahan O'Reilly, at your service.
I don't trust this guy.
He's got too many brains, that one. He thinks he's better than us all.
This guy's character portrait looks like it jumped in from a different game, and I'm kind of here for it. I kind of love that. It is just maniacal. It really does give real Rip Taylor vibes. I just am expecting him to throw a little bit of confetti at some point.
That fella is just too big for his britches. That's all I have to say. Someone ought to take him down a notch or two.
Will do. Okay, have we talked
It's a
to
happy
everyone? His intense eye shadow is what's getting me, yeah. Hey, we haven't found Amon Ra yet, but we may have seen his dagger just a moment ago, RJ.
This snappily.
How do I initiate?
Please do not scrutinize me so severely, Miss Bow. You are making me nervous.
Do I have to do anything to initiate eavesdropping? Initiate eavesdropping. Activate eavesdropping
No, thank
mode.
you.
You hear nothing. You hear nothing.
Huh? Pop outside real quick. Do, 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 do. Let's do a quick lap around the countess. Yeah, I thought that it just started. Ah, here we go.
There I was,
Thank you.
standing on the hillside above the excavation in the Valley of the Kings, with the faithful Mahmud describing the dance of the seven veils to me in great detail. When a
Salome.
shout rose up from the workers below us. Sensing an important discovery at hand, since I have a sixth sense about these things, I scurried downhill to see that a step had been uncovered in the sand. It turned out to be the entrance to the Temple of Amon Ra. I took the trowel from the Boskafir and cleared the sand away from the rest of the steps myself, revealing the entrance to the temple. The seal of the necropolis was intact on the door seal, indicating that the temple had not been disturbed. I knew that fate had brought me to the discovery I had been seeking for so long. Tireless after my exertion in clearing the staircase, I used a sledgehammer to break through the sealed doorway. Within lay the greatest accomplishment of my considerable
Everyone else's
career.
dead faces.
Hidden within the darkness,
Yvette
untouched
staring
for
out into the middle
thousands of
distance
years
is wonderful.
in an isolated temple lay the magnificent Dagger of Amon Ra, the greatest discovery of modern archaeology.
Good show.
Magnifique. Very impressive, Dr. Carter.
So, that's when you heisted it, right?
No, I didn't heist it, you annoying little man. I took it out of the temple and showed it to the workers, who immediately fell upon their faces, all 350 of them, to show respect for my accomplishment.
That's hard to believe, Dr. Carter. Egyptian workers have proudly worked the archaeological digs for many years. I would not think they'd exaggerate their respect for you to such an extent.
Wow.
But then you weren't there, were you, Mr. Nagier?
Well, no, that's true.
And when was the last time you were in Egypt, Mr. Nagier? You seem to have lost some of your accent.
Well, it has been several years.
I thought as much.
Wow.
Your discovery really was quite a remarkable achievement, Dr. Carter.
Was remarkable, Dr. Carter?
Carter's vocal fries frying, yes.
It is a remarkable achievement. There has never been anything like it before.
Quite so. Correction noted, Doctor.
If you will all be excusing me, I see a man I need to speak to.
Certainly, Miss Delacroix. Certainly.
It is wonderful, Laura's eavesdropping.
Boy, did he bet? She's some dish, ain't she?
Ziggy, could you tone it
Yes,
down?
Those Frenchwomen really have something. I don't think my wife would ever have done it in a mummy case.
In my
Mummy
vast experience
case?
of women from different lands, I tend to agree with you, Mr. Niger. I balked when a certain French woman suggested we have a deep conversation on the back of a dinosaur, but I was pleasantly surprised by the results.
Yes, Miss Delacroix is certainly the cat's pajamas, as the Americans would say.
Yeah, we does come up with some good sayings, don't we?
Quite.
Good Lord.
Yeah,
I
Laura's
hadn't realized
incredibly
the woman was
discreet.
present. Please excuse us, Miss Bow.
Oh, who, me?
Oh, I wasn't actually listening to you, gentlemen, Dr. Carrington.
Not listening.
I just happened to be standing here. Excuse me.
Pew! So good. It's just so good. Are there discussions over here to listen in on?
Ryan, I'm having the hardest of times keeping my hands off you.
And he is kind of a stud, though.
Not here, Yvette. There's too many people.
They are not important. You are the most powerful man here, my Ryan.
What about that Carrington guy? He's president of this museum.
The doctor, he is old and weak. You are the young one and strong.
And what would you be wanting, Miss Bow?
Oh, well, I thought I heard you call my name.
You must have been hearing things. I didn't even mention your name.
He doesn't look anything like a Ryan.
Sorry.
He looks like a Thomas,
I've got to be going now.
who never goes
Excuse
by
me.
Tom.
And what were you doing when that fancy dagger was being stolen then?
Let me see. I was sleeping in my hotel room.
You don't sound too sure about that.
I haven't been sleeping too well since I arrived in this country. I'm tired, so I'm not thinking too well.
Not sleeping too well, not thinking
You're
too
not
well.
sleeping well. Would you be having a guilty conscience then?
I do not understand your meaning, Mr. O'Reilly. Perhaps it is the English. It is such a curious language, not as clear as Egyptian.
Well, you say the dagger is what brought you to this country. If I were in your position, I'd be tempted to steal it.
Steal what has already been stolen? The Dagger of Amon Ra belongs to the Egyptian people, Mr. O'Reilly, not to Dr. Carter, not to this museum, and not to this country.
I'd be watching what you're saying, Dr. Smith. You're digging your hole deeper with every word.
Amon Ra will seek his own vengeance on those who have removed his dagger from Egypt. Amon Ra does not require my help.
You said you were sleeping when it was stolen. Were you alone?
That, sir, is none of your business.
Ah, that's where you're wrong, Dr. Smith. It is my business as long as you're a suspect in the burglary.
A suspect? Do you Americans have no shame? I'm here to gain a return of the dagger by legal means. Ask Dr. Carrington.
I have talked to Dr. Carrington, and I know he told you no dice.
The matter is not settled until the last camel drinks from the water of the oasis.
That's what they say.
What's that? Some kind of Egyptian double talk?
Excuse me, sir, but I see a turkey leg on the buffet table that requires my attention.
I like that Tut did the classic, like, Law and Order thing of, while being interviewed by a detective, explaining in very detailed language exactly why he has a motive to have committed the crime that's currently being investigated. Just so passionate about these artifacts. It's like, if I'm not a suspect currently, I should be, just so you know. Ooh, what's the Countess WC up to?
If you want to know my theory about it, I think it was stolen by an Egyptian. No offense to your people, Mr. Nagier, but I
I'm
think
just
there's a
racist.
secret sect of Egyptian sun worshippers who have sent an envoy here to steal the dagger.
Countess, I hardly think that's likely. Secret sects like you're describing haven't existed in hundreds of years.
Oh, really? And what makes you such an authority on secret sects, Mr. Nagier?
That seems like a vet's thing.
Well, I am only expressing my opinion, madam. I'm certainly not an expert on the subject.
Quite so. I think my theory is as good as anyone's, darling. and I heard it from a reliable source.
Oh? Who was that?
Never mind. Let's just say my source has never been wrong before.
There's always a first time for everything, Countess. I still find your theory far-fetched.
Since you seem to be listening, Miss Bow, what do you think of my theory?
Oh, what? Who, me? No, I'm not listening.
What? Oh, I definitely think it's worth considering, Countess.
There, you see, Mr. Napier, the press takes me seriously.
Of course, it is kind of far-fetched.
Well, I never. Excuse me.
Excuse-moi.
Did I say something wrong? I'm sorry.
So that's the deal, Countess.
I'd rather not talk about it right now.
Yeah, no kidding. DeWall's got ears around here. And so does certain nosy reporters, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I simply must speak to Dr. Carrington.
Sure thing, Toots.
Sure ting toots, as I like to say. I like that this act of the game is called Suspects on Parade because, yes.
Well, ain't you the hoity-toity dame these days? I almost didn't recognize you with your clothes on.
Excusez-moi, am I knowing you, sir?
Ziggy's my moniker. You gonna pretend you doesn't know me?
You are making the joke with me, no? Perhaps you have confused me with someone else?
I ain't joking. You're Yvette Delacroix. I'd know that body of yours anywheres.
I am sure I am not knowing what you mean, Monsieur Ziggy.
Monsieur Ziggy.
Oh, I get it. Yous is worried one of these hi-hats is gonna hear us, right? Oh, okay. I'm clued in. We can talk later.
It's not the Quantum Leap Ziggy, unfortunately. The most half-assed Peter Lorre I've ever heard. I mean, he's given it 110%. Hey, is that guy walking like an Egyptian, like the famous song Walk Like an Egyptian? Is that what we got going on there?
Are you enjoying the culinary delights this evening, Miss Delacroix?
This food, it is adequate. I do not eat so much. This way I maintain my figure, no?
Oui.
Yes, and a lovely figure it is, Miss Delacroix.
Merci, Dr. Carrington. You are so kind.
I feel we've known each other long enough. Please call me Archibald.
As you wish, Archibald.
Oh, wow.
Yours to command, as always.
Miss Bow, is there something I can do for you?
Oh, no, not me.
Oh, no. I was just admiring Miss Delacroix's
I'd forgotten she gets caught doing this
It seems
constantly.
so. And your gown, it is a bit out of date, but charming nonetheless.
Thank you, I think.
Well, if you ladies will excuse me, I must mingle with the guests.
Well, well, look what the leprechaun's dragged in.
Look what the leprechaun's dragged in.
Calls me O'Reilly. I don't know what that leprechaun thing is, but I don't like the sound of it.
I'm sure you've been called worse things, smart guy.
Only by low-class type poisons, O'Reilly. By the way, ain't you afraid of being seen with me?
Cops talk to stoolies all the time, and I was wondering what you're doing here.
Gonna stoolie sample
I'm
here.
a big patron of the arts. That's the kind of high-class guy I am.
You don't even know what the word patron means.
I does too.
Okay, what does patron mean?
Hey, ain't that the countess I see over there? I needs to talk to her.
Gentlemen. What a weird bit of game design this whole act is.
One thing I am admiring about the Egyptian man is the way he is treating his woman, with the strong hand and the firm words.
Well, that is the proper way, as our culture teacheth us.
Which is not to say our culture is primitive by any means. Our civilization has evolved over thousands of years, so our methods are quite well thought out and practical.
The Egyptian man, he is very skilled in the private matters as well, no?
Well, speaking for myself, I feel it is my sacred duty to be knowledgeable in all matters that concern me.
I've certainly had no complaints about my skills, Mrs. Delacroix.
Ah, Miss Bow, I didn't see you standing there.
Ahem. Well, I hear another turkey leg calling my name at the buffet, so if you'll excuse me.
The turkey leg, it sounds good to me also. I'll accompany you, Dr. Smith.
It needs to cut to a scene of both of them, which is like huge honking, like Disneyland turkey legs at that point, like Renaissance fair, if you will. What's going on with his hair? Are we talking about the detective's hair? Which strange hair are we dealing with here? Oh, it's the ladies.
Countess, they tell me you were married to the last museum president, no?
Yes, darling, that's correct. Sterling Waldorf Carleton was such a charming man, and so wealthy. My heart is just an empty
Oh, Mr.
void
Ziggy's hair
without
on the
him.
side, yeah.
Yes, Sterling was such a nice man. It's too bad that he's worm food now.
Ew! I prefer to think that Sterling is still with me in spirit.
Oh, I'm sure his body is crawling with maggots by now. But if his spirit is with you, let me know because I'd love to see it.
It is hard to lose a loved one, no? I understand you were only married this short time, Countess.
Yes, I had only 2 short but charming months of married life with Sterling before he died.
And how long had you known this man before you were
Wow.
married?
Kind of personal.
Oh, we met just 1 charming month before we decided to get married. It was love at first sight.
Where did you meet him?
Yes.
Oh, I had only been in this country a few weeks when I met Sterling on an offshore casino ship. It's quite legal to drink and gamble there, you know, and all the right people attend. Sterling was so charming, he just swept me off my feet.
This Sterling, he must have had the large broom.
Wow.
It's
Mean.
just a manner of speech, my dear.
I like how she was like an anime character in
Sterling
profile.
was a wealthy man. You must have inherited a nice fortune, Countess.
The money doesn't matter, darling. Actually,
It's very legal and
there's an
very cool,
annoying
just so you
problem
know.
with the estate right now. It seems Sterling was changing his will when he died to give me more money, perhaps. Anyway, I'm sure my attorney will take care of the problem.
Too bad you can't dig him up to finish his new will.
Yep.
Yes, quite.
All right, good. Robbie Techie, you're asking if my winter weather was difficult. You know, we had a couple of months ago, had a little stretch where we had just enough snow to like cancel school and stuff like that, but not so much that it was super inconvenient. I think my best winter weather luck was I visited New York last month. I was able to sweep in right after one snowstorm and right before the big blizzard hit the city. So I was in there and actually kind of like a pleasant lull between weather systems. But so it was a rough bit of winter weather on your end. Large broom was, I think, probably just a fat joke there. Oh, by the way, everybody, the link just came up in the chat. Be sure to listen to the latest episode of Quest, the adventure game podcast that I host with my pal Ben. This week, we talked about Broken Sword, the first Broken Sword game, Shadows of the Templar, or Shadow of the Templars. I think that's the proper pluralization of those words. But it's a fun episode. Be sure to tune in. We have some other good ones coming up. And if you didn't hear it recently, just a few weeks ago, we had a very special episode with guest Dominic Dominic Armato. That's right. The voice of Guybrush Threepwood dropped by and spent a couple of hours talking with Ben and I about all kinds of things food related and adventure game related. So be sure to check that episode out if you haven't yet.
The archaeology, it is such a masculine profession. Breaking into the ancient tombs with your sledgehammer, thrusting your way into the treasure chambers, touching the gold artifacts. It is also
humping the sarcophagi.
Yes, well, when you put it that way, I guess it is rather stimulating being the most important archaeologist of all time.
And it is such a burden to bear this greatness, no? Such pressure to perform.
Performance anxiety can be a real challenge.
Yes, you have a unique understanding of my problems, Yvette.
Your problems, they are obvious, no?
Very kind of you to say that, but there are many who misinterpret my actions. They don't understand the pressure of having famous relatives in the same line of work, and having to compare oneself to them all the time.
But the Tutankhamun find, it is nothing when compared to your discovery, no?
Correct. I didn't realize you knew so much about archaeology.
Sounds like he's about to break out into the time warp.
Things, Dr. Carter.
It's astounding.
So I've heard. Maybe we should discuss archaeology sometime.
I'd love to hear about the work you do, Dr. Carter. Perhaps later tonight?
Will you be working late tonight?
Oh, yes. I think everyone will be here tonight, no?
There are lots of murders planned.
To prepare for the opening of your exhibit tomorrow.
I was planning a break for tea around 3 a.m. if you'd like to join me.
It sounds wonderful. Perhaps you would come by my office then?
I'd be delighted.
All right.
It is so gracious of you to take the time to speak with me.
Nonsense. Think nothing of it.
How will I ever repay you for this courtesy? I know how busy you are, Dr. Carter.
I'm sure we'll think of something. And call me Pippin.
Call me Scottie Pippen. Oh, wow, Robbie, that's rough.
I told you to stop bothering me, you camel driver.
Wow.
Dr. Carter, I will stop bothering you when the dagger is safely back in Cairo.
I don't know if you've noticed, but the bloody dagger has been stolen from the bloody museum, you great twit.
I see no reason to exchange epithets with you, Dr. Carter. I am aware of the burglary. I am also aware that no evidence was left behind, and the dagger case was not harmed. In fact, I think you removed the dagger from the exhibit.
Let me get a quick pause here. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid, Davor. Let me give a shout out here to Davor. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Decaf Jedi. You can call me Jess, though. And we are playing a little bit of Dagger of Amon Ra tonight. One of my favorite all-time Sierra adventures, and having a good time with it. Ooh, playing Heroine's Quest. Talk about a good game. You know, I played that one back at release. I really need to go back and revisit it. At the time, I remember really enjoying Heroine's Quest. What a good game. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream this evening? And welcome in, Raiders. Alternately succeeding at and getting stuck in Heroine's Quest. There you go. And good to see you too, Robot Spacer. Let me give a shout out here to Robot Spacer. Another terrific streamer. Be sure to go follow Davor. Be sure to go follow Robot Streamer. Both really top-notch folks on the platform. You won't regret it. Laura's arrived on a rather special night. It's been cool trying to get a bunch of people to vouch for us and rapidly running out of ideas on how to do this. Yeah, I vaguely remember that part of the game, but gosh, it's been so long. Did that come out like 2012, 2013, or am I completely off? Time is a flat circle at this point.
And what bloody reason would I have to steal my own bloody dagger from my own bloody exhibit?
The dagger is not
yours, Lemming,
Doctor. It belongs to the Egyptian people.
Everyone follow Lemming too.
Stole it, I do not pretend to understand your twisted American thinking. Perhaps you wanted to keep the dagger for yourself, in your own private collection.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps I should ask why you're shifting the blame onto me, you insignificant peasant. It would be very clever of you to steal the dagger, then stay about to start rumors about someone else stealing it.
Only an archaeological thief would make such an accusation, Doctor. Now I'm sure that you stole it for yourself.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Did not.
Did.
Did not.
Did.
Gentlemen, please.
Who asked you?
Mind your own business, you nosy reporter.
You know, as hard as it is to believe, this year is somehow...
I have more important
order discussion.
Yeah.
That's what you think, you malodorous buffoon.
Somehow this year is the 10th anniversary of StairQuest. Speaking of free adventure games, that one's not really an adventure game, but it looks like one. I can't believe it's been 10 years since that came out. Yeah, even eavesdropping Laura, I can't stand the way these conversations go sometimes. StairQuest 2 when, oh man, you know, it's been talked about a lot, and we have lots of ideas about what we might do if and when there's a StairQuest 2, but not a lot of work's been done on it. Some level sketches have come together, some ideas for a framing story have been kicked around, but not a lot of serious work yet. Part of me thinks I don't want to mess with a project I feel like turned out better than it had any right to in StairQuest, which is to say it turned out much worse than I could have imagined in all the ways I hoped it would. And like, it's probably a bad idea to do a sequel, but then again, I did like making that game a lot, and it'd be fun to do another one. We're not very serious. That's right. Hey, Retro Gamer Dad.
You are interested in the great art, no? Then you should come with me this evening. I'll give you the personal tour of the old master's gallery.
I'm already booked at 3 a.m., but I'm free other than that.
I
Well,
guarantee that you will not be wasting your time. You will enjoy it very much. You are studying the art at the university.
it's me, Steve Dorian.
Yes, but
Then it is settled. I will give you the private tour in a little while, no?
That sounds
There is no need
marvelous.
to thank me yet. I will be enjoying it as much as you will.
Goodbye, Yvette. It's me, Steve Dorian. Oh, well, hello, Steve. Nice boots.
Miss Bo?
Yes?
Oh,
You
Mr. Dorian.
rang?
That's
Hey,
right.
Sol
we
Ranger.
met at the docks.
Oh dear, your shoes. They aren't exactly formal.
Yeah, but your dress is like low-key stolen.
Well, I can explain that, but not right now.
I see. Well, what brings you here?
You.
You.
Oh,
I'm here for you, Laura Bo.
You told me you'd be here tonight, and, well, I thought we should talk.
It's you.
about what?
Things.
Could we step outside for a minute? The moonlight is very nice tonight.
Well, all right. I think I'd enjoy that.
Perfect. Let's go. We're going outside. Can we get patch that pitches Steve even
I
lower?
wanted to explain to you who I really am.
You're not Steve Dorian?
Well, yes, I am Steve Dorian, but I felt like I didn't give you the most accurate impression of myself when I met you earlier.
Now, this is the voice of King Graham also.
Gee Willikers, I'm just not used
It's
to
important to
meeting
remember
attractive
that.
young ladies on the docks.
I wasn't down there looking for a man. I'm a professional journalist
I
working
love-
on a story.
I love Laura's profile here.
Well,
How
yes,
cute.
Of course you are. I didn't mean to imply anything. In fact, I was very impressed with your professionalism and with your smile. I just didn't want you to think I'm a common stevedore.
Well, I'll admit I was wondering what a stevedore was doing at this ritzy museum fundraiser.
My stevedore job pays the bills, but I'm aiming for a career as an artist. However, I'm really here because I'd hate myself for the rest of my life if I didn't try to see you again.
So romantic.
Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe you think we're too different, but I had to try.
Well, I'm very flattered. Are you always this nervous?
Yes.
I'm not very good with women. I've spent all my time working ever since I was 10 years old, when my father died. I've never had a chance to date very much. Lately, I've spent my free time going to school.
I'm starting to think we're more alike than I first thought. My mother died when I was very young, so I was raised by my father. What kind of an artist are you?
I'm a painter, and I do a little sculpting.
How interesting. But I
Wow.
think that an artist would
She won't let
rather
that
not
go.
have to wear work boots with his tuxedo. at
I'm
home.
poor, Laura. Get it through your
I said
skull.
I'd explain that, didn't I? I was hoping nobody would notice. I had to blow 2 weeks' pay to rent this tux, but I didn't have enough left over to rent the fancy shoes. It's just that I had to see you again.
You spent all your money just to see me? My goodness. I don't know what to say.
Say you'll have dinner with me some evening. I may seem a little odd, but I promise that I'm harmless. I'd be honored to spend an evening with you and show you the sights around town.
Well, I don't usually.
Nothing
You've
more
gone to
trustworthy
a
than
lot
that
of
person
trouble
telling you
to
they're
find me.
harmless.
I think I can trust you.
Really? You'll do it? Oh, thank you. You won't regret it. I'll make it a memorable evening.
Thank you,
I'll play
Fireman.
for you. I'll dance for you. I'll sing for you. Anything you want.
Well, there's no need to get carried away. Let's see how dinner goes first.
Of course. You're absolutely right.
Breakfast
I
goes
don't
first.
seem too anxious, do I?
Maybe just a bit, but that's okay.
Okay. I'll take a deep breath and calm down. I'll be fine. I'll do whatever you want.
I think this is the beginning of something important, Steve. I like you already.
Oh my goodness, a kiss?
Let's go back to the party, Steve. I've got work to do.
This really is the roaring 20s. Anything goes. It's like Cole Porter said. Flapper's going to be so jealous. Absolutely. Let me just strut away. If Max Gordon can produce his shows, that's right. As they say, anything goes. I prefer that song in Mandarin as we see it in Raiders of the Lost Ark, but you know, I guess the English version's okay. Ooh, I definitely know a Golden Wake, and it's on my list of games I want to stream at some time. It's, of course, by a friend of the channel, Francisco Gonzalez. Definitely want to spend some time with Golden Wake. I don't think that's where I was supposed to go. Oh, I guess I go back here now. I should save though. Everyone's disappeared into their corners of the museum. Bum, 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 bum.
This is a mastodon, one of the early mammals. Technically, the mastodon is not a dinosaur at all, but since they date back to prehistory, they're included in the exhibit. This particular example of the order Proboscidea is the Mammoth americanus, or North American mastodon. The chief feature which distinguishes this shaggy beast from the elephant and the woolly mammoth are its molar teeth.
Wow, that's a lot of detail. Yeah, I'm sorry, I picked blue sky. Not really a mastodon person.
Achtung!
Oh, Achtung!
Tourists are not allowed in this room at this time. You are disturbing the paintings. Raus! You leave now! Mach schnell!
I always appreciate games that their use of non-English languages is confined entirely to words I know in that other language. Like I've got Achtung, I've got Schnell, we've got all of these handy German words, and that's all the German apparently you need to know.
Suspended overhead by thin wires, the pterodactyl frozen in mid-swoop presents a most horrific tableau.
How many languages do I speak? That's a great question, Ben. I think he said verboten earlier. I think that one was in there. I am, in all reality, by any fair judgment, monolingual. I've had like 4 years of French in high school and 2 years of French in college, but I would still not say that I received the kind of instruction that left me with even like an elementary level of fluency. So French is the closest thing I have to a second language, and I suspect I'm communicating at the level at best of like a 2 or 3 year old. Unfortunately. Yeah, just nothing. I will say what's fascinating to me, and I would love to know why I should know Russian. I wish I did. Moi si, yes. But sadly, I don't. I just know enough Russian phrases to sound cool talking about Russia. What's funny to me is when I'm out of the country and in a country that speaks a non-English language, my brain, for some reason, like whatever neurons start firing, when people speak to me in a language that isn't English, my immediate brain response is to try to piece together a response in French. A language, again, I don't really speak. And odds are the person speaking to me in a non-English language speaks English much better than I speak French, which they may not speak at all. Like when someone starts speaking Italian to you, and you're just like, can I respond to this in French? Does that work? Are we just both speaking non-English languages and somehow they'll meet in the middle? No, it's a horrible strategy, but my brain just defaults to that for some reason.
Is great.
I wish that I had pursued languages more actively. I mean, I'm a professor of international affairs. There's really no excuse for me not to have better language skills than I do.
A fine example of Maximilian armor, made in Germany in 1505. The steel has a characteristic silvery color. Maximilian armor was first used in Milan, which set the fashion for all Europe in matters of dress and armor.
I appreciate all the research into these bits.
Tastefully prepared for battle in 16th century armor. A painting of The Black Prince as a Fierce Baby by Ed Botticelli. Don't touch it. The chest feels like wood.
Well, I do not remember my way around this museum.
This head is from England. You ponder whether or not he always looked so grim.
John Muir?
This head is French-Canadian. You wonder if French-Canadians are anything like Creoles and Cajuns.
I'm sure that French Canadians would love to hear your thoughts on that comparison.
This appears to be the head of an Eskimo. This is the life mask. The head looks like that of a North American Plains Indian. This is the life mask exhibit.
This is a pretty good
You
joke.
haven't seen this many dead-looking, expressionless faces since your accounting class at the university.
Get wrecked, universities.
The South American head has strong, regular features.
Strong, regular
The
features.
Panamanian head looks a little worried. This head is from England. You ponder. This head is from India. You close your eyes. The plaque says that this is the missing link. It's the head of a Cro-Magnon man.
Cro-Magnon? Isn't it Cro-Magnon? Like Cro-Mags from Sliders? Ben, could you confirm for me quickly if that's like the Cro-Mags from Sliders?
The door is locked. When you touch the doorknob, you get a head. You hear nothing. On close inspection of the door, you see two heavily faded words that were painted on the door at eye level, although some of the letters in the words are totally unreadable. EM space L space
I'm going to say employees
YE.
only. That's my guess on that one. Oh. Well.
The mummified corpse of Amenophis III, also known as Amenhotep III, or Memnon by the Greeks. He built large temples to Amon Ra, both at Karnak and at Luxor.
Beautiful casino.
In the 5th year of his reign, Amenophis marched into Nubia to quell a mighty rebellion. He also ruled over the Mesopotamians, since his kingdom was quite large. We also know that Amenophis was a mighty hunter who slew 102 lions during the first 10 years of his reign in his spare time. Now he's dead.
Behold my work, she mighty in despair. The narrator is fantastic. Again, Leslie Balfour would go on to be slated as the co-designer for Space Quest 7 before that project was canceled. So the actors playing the narrator, Lara, and Yvette was headed toward a career in design at Sierra before things went south.
The placard says, "This is a granite stele depicting Horus and Thoth found in the Temple of Amon Ra. This stele was modified during the reign of the..."
Yeah, she was very funny in interviews. Like, I think that it would have been really fascinating to see what her and Scott cooked up. It's really a what-if kind of situation. I mean, I got to interview her. A lot of the other Space Quest webmasters back in the 90s did too, and she was hilarious.
A sepulchral stele found in a tomb of the
Apollonia
6th dynasty. It tells the story of Una, born during the reign of King Tita, who served under Tita's successor Pepi. Una died during the reign of King Morena, full of days and honor.
Well, there you have it. I am a sucker for all this description, though. I can't believe they voiced all this.
This is a granite stele depicting Horus and Thoth, found in the...
Okay, I heard that one.
This pyramid is a model of the Great Pyramid of Cheops, Khufu, as it appears today. Originally, the entire surface of the pyramid was covered with smooth, polished limestone. This covering has worn away over time to reveal the stepped surface we see now. The base of the Great Pyramid covers 13 acres and was built with over 2 million stones to a height of 480 feet. Construction took 30 to 50 years.
Yeah, I like this, Ben. We've talked about this before on Quest. Yeah, if we think of like the original Sierra designers as sort of that first generation, that's going to be Roberta, the two guys, Al Lowe. We could throw Jim Walls, probably the Coles in there. And then that second generation that come up as sort of the ones that learned at the feet of that first crew. So you have people like you said, your Jane Jensen's, your Josh Mandel's, your Lorelei Shannon's. Yeah, I would think probably Leslie Balfour was going to be part of the group of designers that were likely to follow that had everything at Sierra not fallen apart completely.
It looks remarkably like a glass case in the shape of a pyramid. A small card informs you that this case...
This feels like a job for magnifying glass.
Although there are a few scratches on the glass case, there are no signs of forced entry into the display. There aren't even any fingerprints.
Fingerprints?
Although there are a few scratches on the glass case, there are no signs of forced entry into the display. Although... Oops. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chloe.
The case of the Dagger of Amon Ra.
That's a good gag. Gang, that's a good gag.
This is a magnified part of the ancient Egypt exhibit. This is Don't touch the sharp pieces of glass. You might cut yourself. Don't touch the shards of glass. They're sharp. You might cut yourself. Or you could put an eye out. Or any of a number of other things could happen that your mother warned you about when you were little and everything in your life was dangerous.
Sounds dramatic. Ooh, what have we here? Oh, well.
The card identifies the slab of black basalt as the Rosetta Stone. Hieroglyphs
the Rosella
and
Stone
letters from the English alphabet are clearly engraved on the stone. The Rosetta Stone was found by a French artillery officer among the ruins of Fort Saint-Julien near the Rosetta mouth of the Nile River in 1799. It came into the possession of the British government after the capitulation of Alexandria. The Rosetta Stone, currently on loan to the Leyendecker Museum, is the key to modern translations. You notice that half of the Rosetta Stone seems to be missing from the display, replaced by
Olympia.
a small card that...
Okay. You might use that broken glass to reflect a laser back on itself. That's exactly right, Grandpappy Belcher.
This placard inside the decree
Okay, let's see here. Does it really want me to, learn this for realsy? Nobody has time for that. Okay, let's see here.
Looks can be deceiving. Looks. Ironically, there's a gold ankh medallion, the ancient Egyptian symbol of life, resting in the pool of blood.
I did say I wanted to learn another language. This is true.
A close look reveals the initials P.S. inscribed in the back of the bloody ankh.
P.S. Garrick. Yeah, that is that ironic. I mean, here's the thing. You don't come to a Morissette for answers about what is and isn't ironic. But in my opinion, that doesn't seem terribly ironic.
Ironically, there's a gold ankh medallion, the ancient Egyptian...
I mean, I guess if it's the symbol of life, I mean, it's like rain on your wedding day.
There's a pool of blood on... It's definitely blood. Most of it is still liquid, but some of it is already starting to dry. Don't touch it. Don't touch. You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Don't touch.
Don't touch it. A gold Egyptian ankh medallion. You see the initial...
Okay. Well, let's open this up, see what's going on.
Use authentic police procedures if you want to survive.
Nice closet.
Oh, that was perfect timing. Thank you, Barbie. Oh my God. Oh, that's funny. It is a nice closet. Yeah, this close up was definitely used everywhere to advertise this game. That's a bummer.
Dr. Carter's flesh is looking rather pale, as if he's not feeling well. Perhaps it's because he's lost a lot of blood. Looks aren't everything.
Spilled his ketchup, that's right.
Pippin has a flower in his lapel, but it looks quite innocent.
Cause of death, allergic reaction to flour.
His mouth is gaping wide, showing you some fine dental work. This was a man who took pride in the appearance of his teeth.
Good to know.
Pippin's ear is unharmed. Dr. Carter's flesh. Pippin has a glazed expression in his right eye, staring off into eternity.
I like that they have these very detailed...
From the look in his eye, it appears that Dr. Carter was surprised to find a dagger being inserted in his chest.
The very detailed descriptions here are
Perhaps
wonderful.
For the first time in his life, Dr. Carter's hair is in disarray. Pippin's shirt is immaculate, except for a few streaks of blood. There's a slight bulge in Pippin's jacket. Pippin's pants are neatly pressed. Blood is coursing. A red fluid,
red fluid, huh?
Dr. Carter's flesh is looking rather pale. No cavities.
Bruce reached out to me to punch up the script a little, but I refused. This game doesn't treat its uniformed officers with the correct amount of respect. Also, I can tell you there's no such thing as a talking dinosaur. I saw that in my research.
Thank you, Ben. And most of all, thank you, Jim, for dropping in to clear that up. Thank you. Yeah, Mike, it's hard to tell what this red fluid could be. It could be anything. Thank you so much,
Was
Ben.
arched as if to say, You're not sure if the gaping mouth means he was trying to scream or that rigor mortis is setting in, stretching his face muscles. However,
as if to say,
he's only been here a short time. Pippin isn't breathing, but you detect the smell of garlic on his breath. It isn't a pleasant smell.
He came straight over from Quest for Glory 4.
No cavities in his
Let's see
teeth.
it.
The tongue is arched as if to say, Pippin is...
Okay, wasn't a vampire. Good to know.
His hair is a bit greasy,
Wow.
as if he hasn't washed it today. A close look reveals that his right eye is somewhat bloodshot, as the pupil is very small. The flower is fake. It has no detectable smell. A tube runs from the back of the flower, behind the lapel, down to a squeeze bulb inside the vest. When you squeeze the bulb, a weak stream of...
He has a squirty flower.
Feels fake.
Hard to believe. TBH.
The jacket is free of blood, but there is a bluish stain on one lapel. The bulge on one side is ruining. When you reach into Pippin's tuxedo jacket, unreadable.
Unreadable,
A
huh?
notepad made of good quality paper. There's an imprint on the paper from... You pick it up. The red fluid appears to be
That's
blood.
it. That's it. We cracked
This
it.
might explain Dr. Carter's pale appearance.
Prank gone wrong.
From the smell of the damp stain, it appears that Dr. Carter was quite surprised by the stabbing.
Now, it's important to note there that Laura Bow apparently leaned down to sniff this guy's crotchular region to determine that he had wet his pants as part of this. I did not expect that to be an option here,
From
but
the smell of the damp stain,
there you have it. That's how Laura investigates things. Good job.
the red fluid Dr. Carter seems to have suffered a severe trauma to his chest area. A close look at the dagger reveals the words, "Made in Pittsburgh," stamped on the part of the blade that is not buried in Pippin Carter's chest. To your naked eye, the rough surface of the dagger handle doesn't appear to hold any fingerprints. A close to your silence alone is questions are. You don't want to touch this dagger.
Hey, is that all that we get from Pippin? Is it just those little bits? Let's see. I think that's it. I think that's all that we do with him. All right. Oh no. It's 8:15 in the PM. We got the notebook already.
Like a banshee, lass. Did you kill the man then?
No, I just walked in here and found him.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that would explain your screaming then. Did you see the murderer?
This is just crazy.
All right, I'll talk to you later after you've had a chance to calm down. Just don't try to leave the building.
We did it. Crazy on the eyeshadow, Gary Newman. Yes. We made it to Act 3. On the cutting edge. Oh, I hope that's not wordplay.
Excellent work. Your father would be proud of you.
Okay. Does that actually change if you're doing a bad job?
Having already interrogated the guests, Detective O'Reilly is now discussing the murder with the staff members as they leave the party. It would be best if you don't interfere.
Oh man, it jumped ahead to 10 p.m.? He's just asking all of them if they did it before he lets them go.
Hi, Miss Bowl. I'm Ernie Leach.
It's Ernie
Dr.
Leach.
Townsend told me you could stay a while and talk to the staff.
Look at that great silhouette.
Door, so just come and find me when you're ready to leave. Dr. C also has a key, but you don't want to bother him about that.
Thank you, Mr. Leach.
Just be careful where you go.
I love the artistic decisions that they make in scenes like this.
See you later.
Did you manage to learn anything from your interviews, Detective O'Reilly?
Don't bother your little head.
Hey, Mac, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate
My
it.
job, sir.
Welcome aboard.
This is an official murder investigation, Miss Bowl.
Investigation?
Do not be interfering.
Oh, I don't mean to interfere. I just want to know what's going on. Any leads so far?
Dr. Carter died as the result of someone sticking a gift shop dagger in his chest. What more do you need to know?
Well, for one thing, who did it?
It's pronounced who done it.
Someone who didn't like him. That's my guess.
Brilliant deduction.
If you think that you can do better.
I can try.
Oh, wunderbar. Now we've got the amateurs involved.
I may not be a detective, but I'm terribly clever. I've solved murders before.
Just stay out of me.
Yeah, I mean,
and don't destroy the evidence.
just probably that once, though.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, humph. Humph and pfeffer. All right, you know what? I think this is a perfect place to save and call it a night here. We've made it to Act 3. If I recall, Act 3 is like the meatiest part of the game, right? This is where the bodies start piling up, and before it turns into sort of a crazy chase through the museum. So we'll pause here and we'll come back next week for Retro Adventure Wednesday and see if we can make some real headway into this. But the important thing is we got to see someone murdered tonight. And you really want to. I mean, the perfect time to get your first murder is toward the very end of your second stream. So we did it. We've made it to the evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This has been a fun Retro Adventure Wednesday. It's been a treat having y'all here. Thank you again so much for the hype train earlier. Thank you for the bits, for the stickers, for the resubs, for the follows, everything. Y'all, as always, are the absolute best. You make it a real pleasure to come here and spend time with you every week. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Where should we go? We'll get a raid going here. Let's raid in on Tuigia. We haven't been over to her stream in a little while, and it looks like she is streaming one of my favorite games, Fallout New Vegas. Let's drop in over there, see how Fallout New Vegas is going, and I will look for a whole week. That's right. We'll have to stay in suspense for a week. I stream retro games every Wednesday night, so it's be sure to tune in next week for more of this one. But yeah, we'll keep all of us on tenterhooks until then. But for now, thank y'all again for dropping by. Have a good rest of your Retro Adventure Wednesday, and I will see you again very soon.